What's up, my Finan loves? It's Miss Finan D coming to you all from Vienna Entertainment News. Now, I did say that Married to Medicine was getting too messy and that I was no longer going to do a review on the show. However, if I received enough emails or DMs on Instagram, that I was going to go ahead and do the review. Since I already started, it's not fair to just stop for those of you who's been coming here and following and also supporting, the review. So here I am. I did record 30 minutes, worth of, material. And of course, I was going to edit and all of that, but I watched the episode, and right after watching the episode, I recorded my review. But in the process of cleaning my Mac, cleaning my MacBook, my files and stuff like that, I kept saying to myself, make sure you don't delete your Married to Medicine. Yeah, you already know where I'm going. Absolutely. I deleted it in error. Even though I do have the file recovery software and I can recover it, it's just going to take too much time. So take two. I'm not going to have probably the same mood or energy that I had right after watching the episode, but I'm still going to do the review anyways. But it's a little disappointing, 30 minutes of recording time and it's like, oh, you gotta start over. So let's start over. I'm going to be all over the place now, because my thoughts are everywhere, because this is hours after watching the show. Anyways, let's talk about Dr. Jackie and Curtis and, the house situation and what she did in that meeting to get her way. I'm sure some of you are aware that Curtis have children, However, Jackie, she's a 2-time breast cancer survivor, and to God be the glory for her. But with that came the price of her not being able to have kids. However, I completely understand, you want to carry your kids for 9 months and all of that, but there are other options out there. You can get a surrogate, you can adapt and all of those things. So to hear Jackie say, we didn't have kids, cancer stole that from us, no ma'am. Your husband shut down your dreams of having children, and instead of you putting your foot down or telling him, listen, we've been married for a long time, and I want to spend forever with you, but have a nice life. I want children. If you don't want to come on board, bye. You chose to stay. So say your husband shut down your dreams, not you. Don't put we in that, because like I said, even though her body cannot carry children, she didn't have to put her body through that. There are other options, and she wasn't against other options. Now I will understand if she's one of those women that I have to carry my own kids or I don't want kids at all. No, she was open to adapt. She was open to using the surrogate. She was open for those options, and her husband completely shut it down to her no, and basically she let go of her dreams because of him. And that's one of the reasons why she have resentment issues, which made her the perfect person for Contessa to talk to about her situation. But I have a few more things to say about Jackie before I move on. Common example, Gabrielle Union, 9 to 10 miscarriages. She really wanted to be the one to carry her child until her husband stepped in and said, listen, I'm not going to sit back and watch you kill yourself, goodness, we are at number 10. Miscarriages. How much more, you got to go through? It's okay, babe. Get a surrogate. You will still be our child's mother, That's why those options are out there. And now Gabrielle Union is a mom, Of course, she was a bonus mom to his children, but now she have the feeling of, I have a child. That's mine. So Dr. Jackie, I understand you want to always be this, proper and all of that, but it's not we, your husband, That's one of the reasons why I've never been here for Curtis. Even before the whole cheating situation, I've never been here for him, tell the woman. Anyway, so yeah, before I end up spending 10 hours on Jackie, let me go ahead and move on. Also, right there, keep that in mind for those of you who are still wondering why she's so mad. That right there is the reason why when Mariah said to her, you cannot speak on, kids and parenting and all of that because you're not a mother. That Mariah didn't mean it that way. She was just literally saying, in order for you to understand what I feel like and what's going on, you have to be a mother to understand, okay? And Jackie took that as Mariah being insensitive because of her situation, and since then she's hated Mariah, even though Mariah apologized right away. Oh my God, she apologized. But anyways, let's move on. Well, since Contessa had a conversation with Jackie about her current situation with her husband, that's the perfect segue to talk about Contessa. Contessa, we saw she was going to school, and then she's claiming that she dropped out because her husband needs her home with the kids and all of that. And she decided to do that in the presence of the children and her dad. And then basically told her husband, I'm not talking to you, stay out of it, I'm talking to my dad, which I felt like was very rude. Now, when I review these shows, I look at it from the regular person's standpoint and also from reality TV standpoint. From the regular person's standpoint, she was wrong, very disrespectful. Also, you're married, okay? I understand that's your dad, but you can't just make a decision in front of your kids and invite your dad to basically move in your home while you complete your education without discussing that with your husband. That's his house too. You understand what I'm saying? She was wrong all across the board, wrong, okay? However, looking at it from the reality TV standpoint, this is all a storyline, okay? What else does she have? How many times is she's going to scream at Toya and call Eugene the B word? I mean, honestly, what else does she have to bring to the table? You understand what I'm saying? So she had to come up with something, and hey, it's working. If from that standpoint of it's reality TV, then to me, no big deal. She had to create a storyline, and she did her job, and that's about it, okay? So that's that. Since we're talking about her dad, let's just go right into Dr. Heavenly. Now, look, I'm going to just say what the people online are saying, okay? So y'all don't think I'm the one saying this or coming for Heavenly. Now, maybe Heavenly went back and did the bottom, okay? In as much as Contessa's father bottom row of his teeth wasn't as bad as the top, it was still a different colored, different sizes and all of that. So to be honest with you, the only thing that changed is that he no longer have those missing tooth, but it looks like an overbite. Honestly, you can't do the top part of his mouth and make it look all perfect, and then the bottom is still, so that's, people online did not like the job that Dr. Heavenly did. Of course, if you go to her page, her supporters are going to say, good job, it was amazing and all of that. But if you go to the general pages of people that just have their opinion, who are not, fans and all of that of a specific person, you can then read what they're saying, like, she didn't do a good job. But he liked it, Contessa liked it. At the end of the day, right, that's all that matters, right? Your client's leaving happy and he left happy, and I guess that's all that matters, all right? I'm just reporting what the people online are saying, okay? Anyways, let's go ahead and move on from that. Love the moment between Dr. Simone and her husband, they're doing much better. She came home, gave him a hug, talked to him, and then of course they went and talked to their son. I always tell people this: I don't care whatever career move you choose in the future, even if it have absolutely nothing to do with what you went to college for. One thing about getting that degree, it can never ever be taken away from you, and you will always have a plan B and something else to fall back on. So young man, absolutely go to school. And you know what? Do the right things. I'm glad that, they acknowledge that, we are also at fault, but we are going to fix this. So that was a beautiful moment. Child, when someone was like, happy life, happy wife, and her husband was like, happy life, no wife. When she tried to comfort him about going to his golf tournament, her whole insecurities about this man having a friend that, he was hanging out with a lot and played golf with and all of that. Nothing sexual happened. Nothing happened. The lady was 100% his friend, and she was insecure about that. The man went as far as cutting out this friend out of his life and all of that. And they worked on their marriage, and they're still together, and they moved on. And he thought, okay, we're doing good. And now here he is going to another tournament with his buddies, and now she wants to bring the insecurity back. And he's like, listen, I already apologized. We already did counseling. We already went through all of this. So if you're going to bring that mess back up, happy life, no wife is also possible. Trust me. Shut her right up. But if you missed, what I'm talking about and the whole drama with his best friend and all of that, go to the Marriage and Medicine playlist and you will see the video that I'm talking about. I love the moment between Toya and Eugene. Toya and Eugene are hilarious. They had me in tears, and I'm going to get to the quad party, okay? Because that's when I just started laughing. I couldn't stop. But it was a nice moment. Him going to her two-story closet. I saw that girl. Amazing. Congratulations on a beautiful house, you too. And her doing her hair and him going to iron her clothes. I just love their relationship. I think that it is amazing, okay? Now let's get to Mariah and her family, Ramadan, going to the restaurant and all of that. I did not think that was the appropriate place for her sister to call, Quad out of her name. I understand allegedly Quad slept with her ex-husband, and there might still be some bitter situation going on there. And of course, Quad is lying on her sister right now, but that wasn't a setting, the time, and the place to discuss that. So I'm glad that her mother acknowledged, this is a spiritual holiday, let's just eat. I'm not going to say what I really want to say. And Mariah was like, okay, well, as soon as the fast is over tomorrow, say, what I'm saying, they were able to joke about it and move on. That was cool, because that right there wasn't the moment, the time, and the place. Also, for the people who keep saying that, okay, we get it, Kawhi lied, all of that, but Mariah, you are the one who's keeping this whole drugs, situation and topic in life. All right, I'm gonna throw Candy Burris in here from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. People said the same thing about her, because there are times where people feel like, okay, somebody said something, it's gonna disappear in 2 to 3 days. People are going to move on to the next topic, and lies wrong, okay? Had Candy not fight to expose Phaedra Parks for the liar that she is, all right, Candy will to this day be seeing people calling her Bill Cosby every time she would have been around someone who was drinking or something. The comments of, make sure you don't put your drinks down, make sure you don't drink anything from her house. All of those comments were posted on Candy page until Phaedra Parks was exposed of being a liar. I gave you a perfect example. Kenya Moore, do you really think that beautiful, intelligent woman needs to pay a man to be with her? Really? That was a stupid rumor that Phaedra Parks once again started, And here we are years later and people are still commenting that. So I don't blame Mariah fighting hard, okay, to prove that Quad is lying on her, because she knows how things like that stick on you and stay for a long time. So the difference is Phaedra was fired, okay? However, Mariah, who created this show and handpicked these ladies to be on her show, the woman who accused her of doing drugs is being celebrated right now. No consequences for the lies that she's telling. She get to have almost an entire episode dedicated to her, and whatever she's doing, congratulations. But I know that's like a smack in the face for someone to lie on you about doing drugs, and yet they're being celebrated. They are making money on the platform and on the show that you created and within the group that you introduced them to. Ouch. I keep saying the people because that's what she be saying. The people online when Contessa and Heavenly were like, ooh, all these people came for Quad. The people online were like, you mean the people that Bravo hired? That's so messy. I don't think she got fans. They were like, you mean the people that Bravo hired, to come and stand in line to get some possible camera time? I was like, I don't think she got fans. But anyways, I thought that was funny. But anyways, Mariah is having fun on her vacation. If you missed that video, go ahead and watch it. And it doesn't matter how long it takes. Everybody always get theirs, and that's about it. People kept saying, oh my God, Candy, let it go, you're dragging it. No, you don't accuse someone of drugs or someone trying to rape someone and get to tell them to let it go, okay? So that's that. Congratulations to Quad, on her book, all right, and her little event when she was like, I was giving up on women. And I was giving up on sisterhood. Like she was preaching. I was like, well, until I went down to the circle. What's wrong with me? She was like, until I went down to the circle. When I went down, sister circle, it sounded like a sermon. Honestly, like I went down to the circle. These ladies brought life back into me. Yeah, you don't start your speech like that, talking about you're giving up on women and sisterhood and friendships until you went down to the circle and met the ladies from Sister Circle. That's like the entire forest you threw right there. And then you realize, oops, internally, what the heck did I just say? Let me try to fix it. And then for Contessa to stand there and be like, Moon and Toya left. And I laughed so hard when Eugene and Toya, were just leaning back in their confessionals and then they disappeared. The whole Simpson situation. I love that they left, okay? But Contessa, you knew that it was shady because you said ouch. Jackie knew it was shady because she made a comment. Even Heavenly made a comment. And then when Quad turned around and said, are my other sisters here? And then Contessa complained about, and then she made that stupid comment about Simone and Toya leaving because they didn't want to stand by Quad. You knew she was throwing shade as well. Don't pretend now. I love that Toya acknowledged, the fact that she's friends with Mariah, but yet she's going to support a woman who's basically telling lies on her friends. Toya and the girls will never, and people who are on those shows will never just come out on camera and be like, I gotta go because, this is a job, this is my check. They're trying to make the show feel like everything is like, flowing naturally. But behind what she said was basically, this is a shooting for the show. This is work. And, I'm obligated to be there and I'm going to go, basically. So even if they're there for a few moments, they showed up. And whatever that happens in that scene, oh well, I showed up, okay? So that's basically it. And I also love the Mariah, even through everything, she's a boss, okay? And she knows what it is. That's why she was like, I don't want the ladies to feel like they can't go and support people that, I'm not rocking with, things like that. They can do whatever they want to do. All I ask is that when it's time to, basically stand up and do the right thing, that the real ones basically shows up for me, and that's it. So it looks like they're on the same page and all of that. All right. And then when Heavenly attempted to give Quad a compliment, but then ran down all of the negative things that's happening, and she is so obsessed with Mariah, she couldn't help herself. She had to throw in the situation with Mariah in there because she couldn't help herself. Imagine somebody else trying to give Quad a compliment and then ran down her laundry list. It was going to be like, oh, that's shade. Oh, she's throwing shade. But, Heavenly can do it, and there's no problem. So, okay, I understand. And then the shade of it all, like the G little car. Contessa, you had to go. You're always going after the husbands. And then you become shocked when they come for you and they want to call them B words. You know what I'm saying? That. And then they're talking about the size of the man. I'm not even going to get into that before YouTube flag my video. Okay? Married to the man, you pretended like everything was okay until you had no other options but for your home to be exposed, that it's been years since you touched your husband in that way and all of those things, okay? And then now, all of a sudden, the marriage that in the household that you protected and wanted to pretend like it was all good until you couldn't take it anymore, all of a sudden now, you're looking for a bigger size, that, insinuating that the man that you were with, like, you were right there enjoying the lavish life and whatever he brought to the table, everything included, with no complaints. But now that, the situation ended bad, now all of a sudden you want to come for that manhood. Like, girl, stop it. But honestly, let this be a lesson that no matter how excited you become that a major company is trying to invest in you, invest in your products, invest in, what you got going on, always make sure that whatever deal you sign, that your best interest is at heart, okay? Because at this point, it's beyond I'm just trying to fire you over something petty. No, okay? It's beyond that. This is, a situation where Mariah still gets executive producer, credits, but, she doesn't have the power to fire and hire people because they convince her to, and made her feel like, listen, if you have that power, then it's going to be biased, because whenever someone, say something to you, even if it's just in fun or petty, you will let them go. And that's when she should have, I'm not going to be that petty. I'm all about my money. I'm a boss. And if someone is good for the show, I'm going to keep them. However, if someone is basically attempting to mess up the reputation of the show, they got to go. And if you can't, put that down in my contract that I do have to say so, I'm taking my business somewhere else, to a different network. Because like I said, someone who accused her of doing something so major, is being rewarded. No consequences at all. But you know what? There's a few episodes left. We shall see. So look over those contracts and make sure. Anyways, if I miss anything, then it probably wasn't important. I'm going to go ahead and end it here, my final loves. Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.